live, wherever you tuned in from, if it's from DR, Dominican Republic, Boston, Houston, Philadelphia, wherever you guys are tuned in from, I want to welcome you to tonight's live on Life in Haiti. As we get into the live, don't forget, guys, to please share the live. Tonight, we have another real conversation tonight. I watched this upload of a young man who recently was saying how America feels like a prison. Even though it is in Creole, I ask for your patience as I translate for those of my peoples who do not speak Creole. But as I watch this upload, I am asking myself, what exactly does immigrants want, especially those coming from Haiti? If maybe you had already lived in Brazil, in Chile, or somewhere else, Peru, what exactly are Haitian immigrants expecting when packing up and moving to the United States? And I also want to give a shout out to the creator that I will be doing a reaction to his video, which is SBD. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know where you guys are tuned in from and how's this beautiful Sunday going. Dab says, salut to you, Miss Marie. Salut to you. How's it going? How's it going? Corey Jack said, hi. Hi, Corey. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share the live, guys, as we get into the live. Before we get into the live, let me remind you guys about sponsoring a child in Haiti, especially through Life in Haiti, has now opened. And to sponsor a child in the center, it is $175 per year. The goal is to bring in 15 new sponsors in addition to the sponsors we already have. We could do more, it will be a blessing. But at a minimum, we are hoping to bring in 15 more people. The channel continues to grow, so I'm going to say that bringing in 15 more people is not that big of an ordeal. It should not be, guys. So please share the program for you guys who continue to follow Life in Haiti. You guys know I'm always sharing everything with you guys with transparency so that we are not just a channel where we just talk about things of Haiti, but we are also making a difference in Haiti. As we get into the live, mwen vle salye tout moun mwen yo pendant nou ap entre nan live la. Mwen remerciye nou paske ou te ka n'importe l'autre kote men ou deside pour visiter Life in Haiti aswea. Ke n'importe kote ou branche, ke ou Brésil, ke ou Chile, ke ou aux États-Unis, ke n'importe kote ou branche, mwen remerciye ou. Jodi a m'a gade yon vidéo. Et c'est une vidéo d'un jeune garçon qui a dit que aux États-Unis c'est un coup en prison pour lui. Et puis dans tête moi dit mes amis, qui ça exactement que nous voulons? Qui ça exactement que nous voulons? À soir moi fait une réaction sous vidéo ça. Nous connaissons moi gen moun moi qui suivent qui parle anglais, qui pas parler créole. Moi a traduit mais moun créole moi yo assoya moi connaît que nous a comprendre 100% ça que moi a partager et moi a demandé nous pour nous partager et si c'est première fois que ou a entrer dans live avec moi-même pour abonner avec channel là. Kitty, thank you for tuning in. Dab said, America is nothing like it was before. It is so expensive, nothing like the same. People are leaving the U.S. Wow. Come on, guys, let's get into this upload. I have 18 in the house and 4 likes. Don't forget, guys, it's free to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Come on, let's get into this reaction.
Na prison. Comment na prison là? Na prison SBD, bon chita là pour carrément. Besoin na paradis SBD. Comment na prison là? Bon. Voilà, et na prison mais garçon. Na prison. Non pas on le téléphone, on fait le téléphone là. OK, on connaît. La wireless là connaît. Ya. Ça passe. C'était là quand même bien propre. Avant la Chine me fait 29 ans Chine.
Okay, so I'm going to translate. He says, I was at home just fine. I did almost 9 years in Chile. And obviously, he liked it there in Chile, okay? So we're gonna continue. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share the live, guys.
Non, moi, je m'en suis longtemps. Depuis que je suis Chili, mais plus d'informations me demandent de SBD. Si on ne peut pas passer direct à côté pour un route là, est-ce qu'il est possible pour tourner chez lui?
He wants to know if he did not come to the United States legally, the right way, is it possible to go back through and regain his status in Chile? He asked if... He asked if he had a residential card in Chile. He said yes. He says, then why did you not leave Chile legally? He said he did not have a passport. I want to bring you guys on that don't speak Creole.
Mais vous n'avez pas passeport? Bon, nous n'avons pas passeport comme ça. Parce que nous là, résidence nationale à 2027. 2027, le charge même. Pour qui ça commis de Chili même voilà, ça que ça même. Mon cher, bon ça qui est Chili. Première fois 2021, on prend route là. Moi vais Costa Rica me fait 8 mois là. Après moi déporté mon petit pays ça va bon pays, me pas tourner là-dedans encore. Me tourner Chili. On presque fait même pas quoi. On devait n'importe 11 temps sous mai à courir un bail que le coyote un petit bail démonté pour me tourner. OK. Donc on a un bon ami pas me qui vini et les amis ça fin vini.
So let me give you guys let me bring you up to date. He asked, why did you leave Chile? He went to Peru, and then Peru was deporting, and he took the hard road back and headed back to Chile. Even though Chile offered a decent way of living, there was no satisfaction there.
Excusez-moi, vieux machine. Après, nous, 4 mois, achetons une vieille machine. Oh, on a une machine, bagaille. Vini, mon cher, vini, bah, vini. Moi, poisson fait de l'eau confiance, c'est de l'eau coup de poisson SBD. SBD, États-Unis, ou SBD, États-Unis. On m'a tout dit ça, après, dans ma venue, t'as acheté, m'a tout dit, ouais, je on a couru pour nous venir. Faut la dire qu'on a ça, on a couru tourner. Il dit depuis qu'on ait connaissance, il t'a dit États-Unis pas facile. Pour y facile comme ça pour n'a pas entrer, il y a d'autres bagages qui passent aux États-Unis. Bon, et tout le monde, ouais, tonton vient là, tonton vient couper papier tout le monde net. Moi, je chasse qui me gagne dans le travail bon là. Il y a les gens presque pas checker ça sous système d'immigration, hein. M'a frappé toujours. Et SBD c'est ça, plus d'informations ça n'a besoin d'amour, l'autre partenaire pas là. Bon c'est plus non plus gros problème bah c'est licence c'est fini, la renouveler. Il dit il y a un problème à immigration. Qu'on a monsieur plus besoin, il dit lui-même qui a des fois rentré dans la vie, pas qu'à monter. Il dit, si monter pour avoir plus d'informations, monsieur, les gars d'acheter billet lui. Oui, il dit, Jean Sakai, il va besoin qu'on aime. L'acheter billet pour le pays qui mort. Il dit pas qu'on est l'acheter billet, s'il pas qu'à Chili, il a tombé Pérou, il te fait même pas quoi. Mais s'il achète ton billet, il faut qu'il ait une destination. Parce que s'il achète ton billet, il y a un petit peu de le braver. L'acheter billet pour Pérou. Mais, si il y a une information qu'a acheté le Chili, il va y avoir un problème comme billet, ça le met pédé, il va acheter un Chili. Mais c'est sorti illégal tout. Non, même la billet est sorti. Mais si nous sortions à pied, monsieur, décision ça va arrêter avec PDI, pour qui ça? Parce que les nous sorties illégales, l'État pays a pas connaît nous dehors. L'État pays a toujours connaît que nous ici à là. Mais pour nous, si monsieur lui-même n'est pas résidence qui n'a pas expiré, il décide de prendre un avion pour le Chili, PDI n'a pas quitté l'entrée. PDI a décidé de violer les lois pays, nous ne pouvons pas quitter l'entrée. Comme ça, tout, ils sont capables de passer, que le pays au moins le temps, mais avant de résidence, il n'y a pas de résidence encore dans le pays.
Okay, so a few of the Haitian people, a lot of the Haitian people who left and entered the United States under the CB1 program, CBP1, they lived outside of Haiti already and was already stable and legalized elsewhere. But for a lot of the people, a lot of Haitian people, if they do not make it to America, they are not okay. But one of the things that this young man shared that we need to be attentive to is the fact that why everywhere we're going, we're not making it a priority to legalize ourselves and live in the correct way within that country. Because every country have its rules. Every country has its policies that we, the people, the Haitian people, have to follow. This young man is sharing, yes, he has his residency. His friend also has his residency. But for material possession that they hear people are obtaining when going to America, they left everything and said, you know what? I am going to America because what I have here is not enough. I am going to break the law where I'm at in Chile to head to America because a friend of mine told me he's been there 4 months and bought a car. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue.
Ça veut dire que si toutefois que les possibilités, les cas payer ticket des États-Unis pour les venir Pérou, là le capable de plus facile pour lui, j'en ai sorti que c'est seul moyen que le capable de rentrer, ça résidence n'a pas bien ce problème, mais il a toujours considéré résidence parce que l'État chilien toujours connaît que donc il existait à terre là. Oh, tiens. Vous comprenez? Mais est-ce qu'on va travailler là dans le moment? On est LBD. Mal travail, mais. Travail là, même, c'est pour la baille là. Comment ça, mais.
Lord, the guy asked him, do you work? He says, you know, I work, but, you know, not really. The guy even goes to ask him, look like you do you need to use the restroom? Because some people fail to understand that in America, you have to work to enjoy that opportunity. This reaction is my opinion. My opinion does not make it a fact. And I'm going to even share another YouTuber's content that's kind of bagging this up because we, the Haitian people, we need to be mindful of the things that we get on screen and show publicly, especially about America, a country that many Haitian people, many foreigners are fighting to stay in. What exactly, you guys who have friends who recently migrated to the United States, what is the reason why someone migrate to the United States? Do you think that going to the United States just because you're there, then it relieves you of getting up every day and putting on your pants one leg at a time? Did you think that just because you made it to America that you will no longer have some of the issues that Americans have?
Bon, ma bon dernier compas BD. Ou gen pou payer 30. Exemple, bon, dernier là, 5. 6 là, de vous venir toujours dans papier et bloquer n'importe là. Et puis tout du bagay là. Là. Regardez, téléphone ou fini, internet ou fini jeudi. De vous couper jeudi alors pas de téléphone encore. Mais j'étais là. Comment vous faites là? Parce que SBD, il a tout coupé, l'imam net. Chile, il a un plan Chile. 5000 personnes SBD. Et puis, sur YouTube, tout bagaille. Mais là, on a 45 000 personnes.
So I guess being in America feel like a prison because of the responsibilities of being in America. See, for many years, I've seen diaspora share with those who are in Haiti how life is difficult for them. How when they send money back home, how it is a sacrifice for them. That it is because they genuinely love their family and that they're not just standing under a tree and pulling money from that tree, that they work hard for it. There is law and order, and before you do accomplish something in America, you got to put your mind to it. You're gonna have to structure yourself. You're gonna have to structure your life. Many Haitian people seem to me that they are leaving Haiti thinking that they are going to leave responsibility. Now, this is not for all of my people, but when we release this type of things into the public, that is how people will perceive you, because everyday Americans who live in America, this is what they are accustomed to. And when you come into their country and you're complaining about paying a bill, do they have a right to say what exactly are some immigrants going into their country for? Because it should be the same way in Haiti. You should have bills, you should have responsibilities, and you should be held liable to pay those bills. When your phone bill is due, you don't just go and, I'm not saying that this young man would do that, but you don't just go and throw rocks at the phone place and think that you're supposed to keep your service forever when you paid for 30 days. You don't get to intimidate your landlord by whatever shape, way, or form when you rent something for 1 year or for 1 month, and when that time is due, you start behaving and acting as if you own the place. No, America has its opportunities, but it also comes with responsibility. And those responsibility, there is law and order, something in which we lack, something in which we need to put in place for our country to get itself back to being great again. So I'm sorry, but I hope you didn't think that many diasporas in Haiti or elsewhere all over the world that they did not work hard and don't continue to work hard up until today to maintain the lifestyle that you guys see on the news. Let's continue.
Igon kompa ke lo timobo. Ou kon avwele moun nan la SBD moun nan va jembo so avwele. Non se le ou fe.
Comment est Timobo?
Le timobo.
Azi moun nan koto la brele la signal la va jam ka pou diabel la va.
La va jamba. Il moun nan fin jali. Les a dit oh, moun ta avwele lo dat ma le so ouvert téléphone non moun nan ta volo.
On a ke téléphone nan moun nan ba ça.
Comment ça? Mon cher, what seulement là? Je connais là, je connais gen moun. Arrêtez de pas je connais gen moun là qui prend route, qui tourne à pied là encore.
Oui, je connais gen moun qui frappé là.
Mon partenaire qui t'a travaillé. Pas trop long là, dans Walmart. Yo capé monsieur dans travail, monsieur pas en haut pas en bas. Monsieur dit m'jal pas payer là, je connais bagage jouet. Quand on était sorti à Washington, et allé là me dit monsieur dit oh, ah mon cher petit jeune, c'est pour me stick ma attaquer là, mon saisi le monsieur dit ça. Il dit même gens la tourner. Même gens, il passe il passe. Yo tout même gens. Non, là j'ai pas de problème pour tourner non.
You know, now, I don't want to seem to come off as insensitive or someone who lacks understanding. But we, the Haitian people, have to understand that countries have law and order. And everyone, including us, need to learn to respect those law and orders. That's an issue that many countries, they are having with us. Because the road is wide open, I would say it doesn't just make it okay for us to just break their law because things are not going good within our country. Now, I know that some of you guys may see it differently, but for us to have that liberal mind to where we think that it's okay if I cross, I walk, I do whatever that I do and go into another country because I feel that things are not going my way here, then I'm just gonna go elsewhere. Let me know, what do you guys think? And is that route even safe? Is that route even safe? And what exactly are we looking for, guys? A lot of the migrants, what exactly, if you are thinking this way, what exactly are we looking for? And we need to be mindful of the things that we release into the atmosphere. Because you do have a lot of immigrants who wants to stay in the United States. But when we are releasing this type of things, complaining, saying that the whole system in America is a prison system, is a terrible system, do you think that that could play a role into why maybe they're making decisions against us? Because it takes one person, one bad apple to ruin it for everyone else. Just one. Let me give a shout out to everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to please share the live. Let me know, guys, what do you think about that? Do you think, especially nous-mêmes qui parlez Creole, those of you guys who speak Creole, how did you, qu'est-ce que nous senti nous lè n'a gade vidéo sa yo, ok? Parce que, en pile fois, lè nous voyager n'a chercher la vie. Mais c'est pour nous comprendre, dans chercher la vie, tout bagay pas paraître tout de suite. Tout bagay pas résoudre dans 2 jours. C'est pour travail, c'est pour serrer, c'est pour vin gagner une stabilité dans le pays avant que tout bagay commence à marcher pour vous. Et oui, n'a vin ouais que aux États-Unis c'est pas un pays que ou capable faire sauver. C'est un pays qui gagne l'autre et c'est pour raison ça j'ai l'impression nous t'a supposé content parce que une première raison pour t'a dit, les Américains t'a demandé pour qui ça ou a voyager, c'est pour t'a dire, c'est parce que pays ou pas gain l'ordre. Li pa gen l'ordre et dès que pa gen l'ordre, c'est là qui rive côté que pa gen opportunité. Si que ou rive un côté qui gen l'ordre et puis ou a plaigné pour l'ordre là, pour juste que ou dit c'est un coup ou non en prison. Pas comprendre qui partager guys. Qui ça que nous même nous est-ce que nous ouais c'est un bel bagay les que nous monter et puis nous parler pays moun yo mal comme ça vrai et puis gen un pile moun qui a crié qui a parlé en pile et puis qui a dit que pays Haïti pas bon. Est-ce que m'pas ka comprendre? M'a quitté nous parler parce que m'pas vle pour nous dire c'est parce que c'est Marie qui a parlé et puis qui fait que moi-même moi parler genre que m'parler. Emmanuel Landor, how's it going, Emmanuel? If it was because of my child support, I would have been go back, do my business. Hello from India. India, thank you so much for tuning in. Kitty says that's an excuse. Child support can't hold you down. Believe it or do what is in your interest. They think money grow on trees. Can you pay through the internet? You can invest in an organization that gives out clothes or outlet to buy clothes for business. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what you're saying there, Miss Kitty. Believe it or not, people in Haiti still think money grows on trees here. Even if you tell them about your bills, they don't care. They're still asking for money every Friday. Wow. Gen an pile moun an Haiti li di ki toujou pense que l'argent grandit nan yon pied bras. Même là on parle en pile avec eux ou di yo de tout bill que ou gen, yo toujou apton l'argent nan men chaque vendredi. Salut Donis, salut Marie, salut to you too. Gina says you're right. Trump says y'all voted for Trump heavy and what you get. C'est pas vrai. I have T-Mobile for 15 years and no problem. I am researching myself right now. My cousin in Haiti is going to check for me. Haïtien gen problème. Nou pa kon sa nou vle. Depuis nous 3 à l'aise, c'est pour nous chercher 2 à l'aise nous. D'après bien parler là, moi remets comme ça. Depuis nous 3 à l'aise, nous cherchons gens pour nous 2 à l'aise, peut-être pas nous.
C'est chargé, man. Mais qu'on y a, ou des get TPS, by ça, on a même capté avec votre gars,
Pas de TPS.
Okay. So he asked him if during his time, now this is what we say you nan bagay pou nou kompran tout, okay? Là que wap chercher la vie, when you are in search of life, et puis ou prend route là, une route qui très dangereux, ou pral tande côté li même tête pas li a partager des séries de bagailles qui passe yo, you will hear where he also shares some of the things that happened to a friend of his on that road. When you guys get to the United States, là ou fait arriver aux États-Unis, li très important pour que ou régler bagay ou bien. En pile nan nou voyager comme timoun, a lot of us, we traveled as kids. Mais gen en pile nan nou voyager nan grand moun. C'est nous même qui responsable tête nous. You are responsible for yourself. You traveling as an adult. M'pa wè pou ki raison. Même là où t'es CBP1, qu'en n'importe sorte, you nan premier bagay ou t'as fait pendant arrivé aux États-Unis, c'est al fil pour TPS. One of the first things that you should have done is file for TPS. Gérer affaires en grand monde. Parce que vous connaissez que 4 travail là, c'est pour 2 ans. You know that your work permit is for 2 years. Mande question. Nous parlons dans le pays moun yo pour une trip. Nous parlons dans le pays pour nous fêter simplement. Pas oublier nous aller dans le pays parce que c'est la vie nous chercher. Et dès que c'est la vie ou chercher, il y a un gens pour marcher parce que ou grand monde. Ou connaît ou gagne peu responsabilité qui attend nous. You aware you have a lot of responsibilities that depend on you. So in any place that you get to, the first priority is to ask questions. Find out, how can I legalize myself here and live?
Mais quand tu travailles pour 10 ans.
Mais est-ce que toujours le travail là?
Oui, je toujours le travail. Non, quand on a la fait de la pour aller ici maintenant. Je vais ici maintenant. Et quand on a le logo qui va être décidé la vie du et puis il faut pas bailler. Comment ça va faire là? On va mettre de la vie.
Vous avez une semaine de bas?
Non, t'as qu'on fait de la pour aller jeudi avec vendredi. Et on était tout bas nous jour ça yo. Yo pas payer jour ça non, mais on était tout bas nous pour notre la caille.
Mais vous pouvez aller là lundi là vous attendez là au lundi matin.
Nous tout bye bye. Et l'autre franco.
You know, and one thing, I highly dislike this. Please share the live. Un bagay ke mwen vraiment pa reme. I don't like when someone is completely discouraged or when you are in a situation and you're so discouraged in it and you do not do what you need to do to find out facts about your situation. Mwen pa reme tande lè ke ou moun entre tèt li nan situation et puis ou juste ou juste là dans situation an, ou pas kon ve. Non. Chéri, ou éclairer suffit, ou pas qu'à juste là, oh, un petit 4 gagne pour 2 ans, et puis petit 4 ça, ou connaît un et puis non. C'est où arriver aux États-Unis. C'est pour travail. C'est pour serrer l'argent. C'est pour gagner un avocat. C'est pour gagner un monde qui représente. C'est pour fier dans tête ou dans ça que vous gérer. Et pour eux, je ne parle pas pour me parler, non? Parce que je connais les garçons haïtiens, vous comprenez, filles, nous pas vraiment voulu pour nous dire rien, mais les que vous ces garçons, et puis vous avez une madame qui derrière, qui a tant de résultats, c'est pour gérer bagay yo pijam. You can, when you are a man that's leading, you got to handle your stuff with more strength. C'est garçon, chéri. C'est pour demander questions. C'est pour connaître exactement ça qui peut le passer. Oui, nous connaissons la situation pas bon, mais bagay tempérament, on pas connaît. Non, chéri, c'est pour connaître ou demander questions. Ou pas faire rien qui mal dans le pays ou qui ça ou fait là. Oui, ou tendez tout ça que administration voulait faire, mais ou même c'est devra pas pour gagner un avocat, c'est devra pas pour adjust statut. Pas juste chita et puis ou mettez toute bagaille négative ou prend tout problème zami et pour venir mélanger la peau. Problème ou te font live moi dis nous si ce qu'on a regardé sous moun dans rapport immigration. Parce que si vous regardez sous moun, ou même l'autre monde, please excuse me guys, my internet. Please excuse me guys, my internet is acting up. Internet la bay problème, moi mande nous pardon. But guys, you need to be more confident et pour penser pour plus temps pour tête tout. C'est pas penser à l'instant simplement, mais c'est pour ou marcher avec un plan. Et plan ça, c'est un plan qui pour mener on jusqu'au arriver citizen. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me better now? Can you guys hear me? Let me know, guys, if there's sound now. Kitty says no sound. Are you guys able to hear me? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. But have more confidence in yourself. Your situation is temporary. It is not a forever thing. And regardless of what end up happening, you're gonna have to brace yourself with strength. Situation, c'est un bagay temporary lié. Et que n'importe ça qui passe, que ou se fille, que ou se garçon, c'est pour mettre valeur sous tête ou, mettre confiance dans tête ou, pour gérer tout ça que la vie mette dans route, ok? Bah, on marcher, oui, m'gon ti 4 série. Au nom de Jésus ou légal. C'est comme ça pour marcher, marcher fier dans soyez.
Mais comment gérer le milieu là dans le moment?
Je me dis, Babalo, ouais, bill machine, moi. Bon, on va faire machine là, comment? Moi, de quoi me parler là, on va faire machine. Pour faire ça, on va avec qui va machine. Ah, ouais, mais machine,
Comment va la machine là? Qui va fonctionner maintenant?
non, on va mettre des pour aller. C'est, on m'a beau dernier bague ce midi. On gagne avec nous qu'on a acheté machine crédit. Les gars, 8 000, 9 000 $. Machine, on va y remettre là. Il va payer encore, non?
Comment allez-y, les gars vendent machine là?
Non, t'as fait ça pour acheter. On va acheter les gars avec banque. T'as combien d'acheter les? On va aller au qualifié banque pour être pour acheter. Ou bien acheter là-bas le paiement. Paiement chaque mois, on va 500, exemple 1 000 $. On ne vient pas à là encore. Pour tourer les banques là, vient pas machine là. Si tu as 10 000 $.
Okay, this is an example. See, he laughed at his peers. Li moun qui derrière stabiliser la vie. Et en pile, ouais, connaît n'importe monde qui a partagé ça et partagé la veille. Et pas tout bagay ou moun dit que pour nous prendre le mal. Mais li un mauvais bagay. Parce que moun yo derrière fait un bon bagay dans la vie. C'est stabilité yo vle. Et moi-même moi dit ça déjà. Juste parce que un moun c'est haïtien, ça pas vle dire que li pa reme bel bagay. Just because someone is Haitian does not make it that they don't like nice things. They don't like beautiful things. They don't want to drive a nice car. They don't want to do nice things. When I hear people try to stick this notion saying that just because you are coming from Haiti, you should not know. Mais un bagay que li dit qui très sérieux, c'est pour nous tendre nous. On connaît à waiting your time. Moi connais les nous tendre ça, nous toujours prêts pour nous jouer. Mais gen moun qui aux États-Unis longtemps qui citizen qui c'est et yo pas jamais acheter machine crédit. Gen de série de dépenses wapwe ke yo pab cham fait. There are people that has been in the United States for many years, and there are things you do not see them doing. You don't see them buying too much on credit. Yeah, you will see them being a homeowner, but they will not put too much on their credit because they know and understand the reality of the United States. If you've yet to handle certain things, if you're just getting into the country, if you've yet to even pay a really good lawyer to represent you in your immigration case, I'm not saying not to dream of having nice things, because you are supposed to. Who doesn't want nice things for themselves? Who doesn't? If you didn't, I'd look at you sideways. I'd think something is wrong with you. But it's okay to take your time. It's okay to wait, because you have this to handle, and don't overwhelm yourself with too much. Because as he mentioned, if you went out and put $10,000 down on this vehicle, you could have put that money towards an attorney, or maybe you could afford it, and I'm outside, looking in. But in the event, let's say, if something was to take place that's against your wishes, maybe you have to return, maybe you have to start over again. Until you have that permanent residency card in your hand, and all you have to do is be a law-abiding citizen to become a U.S. citizen or a citizen of wherever you are at, try not to get yourself in too much debt. Pour juste tant que ou rive ou gen 4 résidences là, fais tout ça capable pour pas mettre tête ou dans trop dette. Pour pas acheter trop bagay en crédit. Serrer korbou. Parce que nous pensons qu'aux États-Unis, c'est un coup c'est un gros rêve lié. C'est celle aux États-Unis qui, eh bien, qu'on pral ouais que aux États-Unis, en vont ou vraiment joindre opportunité que autant de qui a parlé de lui, ou travail en pile, you're gonna work a lot. It doesn't just happen overnight. Li pa un bagay qui passe facile. Li pa un bagay qui juste tombe dans pied, spécialement là où c'est un immigrant, ou attendez côté un pile américain, ou attendez y a pas en pile. Ou connaît ou rive dans une situation, ça c'est conseil moi. Et même en Haïti, ou connaît gen des bagay même là ka fait ou pas fait, c'est pas parce que pas ka fait non, mais parce que ou pas nan temps pour faire kounya. You know, there are certain things that you can do, but it's not that you don't want to do it, but it's not the right time to do it. Parce que pas oublier ou nan pays moun yo. Et n'importe jan ap gade, c'est pays yo. Et ou ap gade yo, et yo ap gade ou. Ou gen do a pense gen nan yo gen kè content? No. Gen nan yo yap rayou parce que tant dat que yo là dans pays yo pa ka fel. Et c'est ça de fait, wap tande yo dou, yap bay immigrant $2 millions, yap fait tel et tel pour immigrant, yap bay immigrant c'est l'autre bord. Pendant ce temps, c'est travail pour lui, c'est un bagay que ou earn. Poser sans, en vont ou al faire des séries de dépenses, tant bon temps pour avant que ou faire des séries de dépenses. Hold on a second, guys. Here I am. My internet, guys, is acting up. Internet moi a bay problème. Mais non, on continue.
Mwen nèg la mkon la kache machine la ou geta bay $10,000. Mais banque la qui vient pour machine.
Ati, après fin bay $10,000, banque la vient pour machine derrière comme là.
Di pou fè ou di moi pa ka payer encore déjà après. Comme ça peut dire.
Mais ou même machine pour là, yo geta prendre là.
Mwen pa acheter machine, ça fait ben pas toi clair, machine de bon konta pour $3,000. Mwen ale ke yo te. Ale ke yo te boy bit, yo te boy.
Ou pas nan voler ou.
Mwen de Chile pour nous autres garçons. Mwen tap travail étant las conditions de compléter l'eau. Mwen kon fè gros kob mais mwen de fè ti kob manger, ti kob kay moi. Kon a la m'paret, elle me dit la bosse là. Même si on a besoin de travail. Vraiment vos travail. Laissez maintenant toucher $800. Pour que exemple, pour que 1120. À ce machine. Ou te met à acheter ton sirette. Exemple, ma bon exemple. Ou acheter ton sirette qui coûte 90 cents. Il va faire $1. Il prend $2 taxe.
Anu campe la. Let's stop it here. So you telling me that America seems like a prison because when you get paid, you have to pay bills. That's something that I think we need to implement also in Haiti. Because in order for Haiti to be great, it's gonna take Haitian people to do it. Americans are not going to be the ones to come into Haiti and pay the taxes and make sure that the tax money does what it's supposed to do. But if you're gonna share something, let me give a shout out really quick. Thank you so much, Jean-Jean. Thank you for your continuous love and support. Thank you for the $3 super chat. Thank you for your support of the channel. Thank you, Jean-Jean. Moi remercie. If you are going to share, please share some facts. Si que vous partagez des séries d'informations, partagez le bien. Spécialement avec peuple américain. Parce que m'a regardé vidéo ça, moi en balle commentaire, même haïtien a corrigé des séries de bagailles qui dit là. Because as I was watching the upload, I saw even Haitian people who know the American system correcting some of the statements he made. Guys, what state charges more taxes than the item price? I don't know. You know, it's been 6 years, but is that legal? Is that something that's happening? You purchase something for $1 and in return charge $2 in taxes? No. So be mindful too. It may seem like it, because you're constantly having to pay tax. Yes, because the rules doesn't change because the boss is here. The rules doesn't change because it's, you know, your godson or no. Whenever you purchase something, you're gonna pay taxes because this is how the roads are able to be, you know, made. This is how you have your children able to go to school. This is what maintain and keep things going. Yes, so you're gonna have to pay taxes. Things that we need to be an advocate for within our country. But I don't think, so pour moun mwen yo ki ap tande, mba konnen nan ki etan ye fwe même pas kwe gen yon etan aux États-Unis ki ap charge yo plus que bagay la koute. De bagay tax la. And as a reference to tax. And, you know, map di yo sa parce que moi-même moi c'est un moun qui leve aux États-Unis. M'pa wè sa c'est un bagay qui capable fait. Et si que c'est ça que un moun ap di yo m'pa konnen. 8%, yeah, 8%. Gen kote gen impression gen wa 7%. So, si ou te un victime, ça c'est un bagay, mais li pas normal côté que ou a pay tout taxe. It's not normal.
Ou apel ke si li ba $1, yo get nan pren $2.
Il prend $2 taxe. Il pas $1, il prend $2 taxe. Pas qu'un soit acheté par vendre. Chili, et papa te kon dit c'est les moyens pas là pour qu'on ça moyen. C'est comme on sur Chili pour qu'on ça Chili. Moi même Chili petit garçon moi m'a vinn joindre. Chili. Ah, la Chili là. Ba côté.
Troisième là men.
Bon, ba côté. Bon, tonton me mettre à résidence. Il m'a dit bon malgré ma bonne oui, mettre à résidence.
Si y a pas résidence ou pas prendre résidence là?
Bon dernier bagay, SBD me pral descendre. Maman petite m'a bon dernier bagay. Vous comprenez ça qui passe là? Au fond petit ici, il va américain quoi. Qu'est-ce ça?
So, this guy, I don't know where he's getting his information from, because first off, he's saying with all of the struggles he endured, that even if they offered him a residency card, that he would not stay. Now, I do understand that it is a drastic change from living in the islands to going to the United States. I can understand that. I've experienced that myself. So I know, being his age, he is homesick. So I can understand being homesick. But then he also shared, if you have a child in the United States, that they no longer have birthright citizenship. That is an untrue statement. Maybe that is something Trump wants to do, but it is not something that is done. So pour nous mêmes Haïtiens, parce que Haïtiens en pile, même nan nou ki Haïti, takou avec mot simplement, moun fè nou pété kouri, moun fè nou vive en cachet, moun fè nou prendre en pression. Non, c'est pas tout bagay que moun nan gen doit pas même comprendre, ou bien anglais gen doit pas bon. Et là, me dit ça, me pas dit takou nan un sens arrogant. Mais gen moun qui vle partager information et puis yo pense que yo a aidé, pendant ce temps yo fait plus mal, parce que ça que moun a traduit, ça l'a dit, li pas vraiment comprendre ni, li juste tande et puis li couri al bay mauvaise information, et ça qui passe youn tande l'impi la l'paix. Pas gen rien qui dit que les que ou haïtien jodi a, li fait un petit moun 6 juillet 2025 que petit la pape américain. Oui, ou tendez à parler de ça. Mais c'est pas un bagay qui passe. C'est pas un bagay qui vrai, qui dit si vous faites un petit que les papes américains. C'est pas vrai. Pas juste prendre parole et puis péter courir, fait tête ou chaud, quitter moun mette sous plus problème que ou déjà à traverser. Gen de bagay, man de questions. C'est ça te fait li bon pour pas simplement attendre moun, mais pour prendre un avocat. It's good for you to not just listen to people, but it's good for you to get an attorney who's well informed, that will advise you, that you can call and ask questions, and they can relieve some of your fears, because some things that you are hearing within the community, Jesus Christ, some of the things that you are hearing within the community is not all facts. It's not all facts. You guys know I love animals. Please excuse me about my little cat. Let me give a shout out to everyone tuned in. Please share the live. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to please hit the like button. And guys, please show your support for the channel. Please show your support for the channel. If you enjoy the content, you're enjoying the conversation, please show your girl some love and support, guys, during the live. You can also become a member of the channel for a small monthly fee to support Life in Haiti, guys. That's an excuse. Hold on a second. Can you say, hold on a second. C'est pas vrai. I have T-Mobile for 15 years, no problems. I am researching myself, my cousin. Mark says, hi, hello. Miss Ann, thank you so much for tuning in. It's true. They think that we have them on our payroll and they should get paid weekly or bi-weekly. You know, coming into Haiti, I've always said that I think that every Haitian person should get an opportunity to go to the U.S. for a minimum of a year so that they can see the structure, they can see how countries live, how people live within that community, and come back and do it in Haiti. Marie, have you heard of Starlink for internet? Yes, I have heard of Starlink, and I am working myself of getting to get Starlink for us here. Haitians must think more long term. Too much living in the moment. TPS is short term. Et convergence dit c'est pour Haïtien penser plus dans long term, pour plus long. Parce que TPS c'est un bagay qui te temporary. C'est un bagay court li te ye. Et oui, moi connais, m'pa remen tant kou pou m'bay li raw kon sa, kompren? Parce que m'konais c'est un bagay sensible, moi connais problème haïtien à traverser. So, là moi parler, m'parler pour m'parler non gens qui pour m'pile pied moun. Mais vraiment, c'est un bagay pour nous kembe dans tête nous, pour nous pas oublier que c'est un programme qui est temporary et pour des années où gen moun vraiment qui sous li et yo pas jamais chercher un gens pour traverser moun sa yo un gens qui permanent. OK? So c'est ça fait li très important pour les nous faire comme pour nous pas à dépenser tout comme nous dans le pays, mais pour nous serrer un peu dans comme nous et te partager dernier live que pour nous pas prendre tout comme nous et puis pour nous retourner pour nous pas dire pour nous pas aider famille. Gagne nous quitter madame, petite Marie, petite maman. Oui, on connaît c'est pour aider. Mais ou pas qu'à prendre toute responsabilité moun qui en Haïti pendant 7 ans ou même ou gen une grosse responsabilité sous dos pa que ou pas gen moun qui pral aider ou avec, OK? Statut c'est un statut temporary, pas garder sous l'autre moun qui aux États-Unis. Donc look at what other people have going on because some people have been in the United States for many, many years. We ou gen moun ou que yo aux États-Unis pour des années, moun yo la long time. Ça dit que gen des bagay que yo ka fait ou même ou pas ka fait. Et qu'on a regardé sur TikTok côté nous a fait jolé sur diaspora qui là longtemps. I would watch how, you know, a lot of the new Haitian people would kind of high side on the Haitian people that's been there or what have you been doing. You've been here so many years and haven't accomplished anything. The difference is those who traveled years ago, they understand why they traveled. They remain humble and know that it is an opportunity to live in America. Whereas many of the people who traveled now, it's like they travel with a vengeance. And that vengeance was to prove, oh, to you, oh yeah, I can get here. And you're not the only one. America don't just belong to you. Yeah, I could get here, and since I'm here, you ain't did nothing. But I'm about to get me a car. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Showing out. And like this young man just shared, showing out for some of you guys gonna end up bad because you don't have permanent status. And I'm not saying that in a nasty way, but I'm saying it to remind you guys, because you do not have permanent status, to be mindful. And I've shared this in the past. Don't burn bridges. It's important to not do that. Thank you so much. Convergence, thank you. Kitty says, no sound. I hope you are able to hear me by now. Joseph says, I don't understand why he is not getting paid for the day they give him off. It's a holiday. They have to pay him for the holiday. Well, I don't know the details. He was not asked if whether he was paid or not. And since some of the information he shared was not all the way correct, I don't know if he's just listening to people or sharing his honest experience. And just, who knows? Maybe he's in a situation where he has been misled and there's been misinformation shared with him. You know, maybe that's that type of situation. Miss Lucille Candle, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. Timothy says it's literally a full-time thing, not monetary. Your Lord misleads your mind. I don't know. Jean-Jean, are we asking Haitians to not be Haitians? I don't know. His car got repossessed, bad for his credit. Jean-Jean, what does his credit matters? I mean, yes, for the average American living in America, and even if you're not gonna be in America, I'm not gonna share this, but I'm not gonna share the internal of this, but même lè ke ou pa aux États-Unis, ou pa vle krasè kredi ou, paske gen de kredi ke ou establi, li ap vreman bon pou ou ke n'importe kote ou ye, même lè ke ou travesse en Haïti. Se sa te fè li bon pou kenbe de série de amitié avec deux séries de moun pou yo toujou ka ede ou e jere un peu bagay pou ou, ok? Et c'est ça te fait pas acheter bagay qui coûte trop cob, pas acheter des séries de bagailles parce que, et pour comprendre que statut, c'est un statut qui est temporary. Miss Lucille says, please hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much, Mommy Lucille. Thank you. Holiday pay is not mandatory for all employees in the U.S. It depends on the company policy to decide if an employee will be paid for the holidays. Jour congé, c'est pas un bagay qui mandatory pour toute compagnie aux États-Unis. Et c'est selon des titres employés, travailleurs que ou yé avec compagnie qui pourra dire que est-ce que ou touché même les gains jour congé. Et c'est ça fait moi dire nous li très important pour nous pas juste attendre des moun, c'est pour nous demander questions. Kou yo bon job là c'est droit pour demander questions. Il y a des séries de questions qui concernent ou même ou pas besoin honte, ou pas besoin sentir que ou a demander un bagay qui mal ou bien ou a fait un bagay mal. C'est devoir pour comprendre situation, pour comprendre tout ça que ou la donne. Bon nous fini réaction parce que moi j'ai une autre vidéo that I also like to share with you guys really quick, and that is to remind us we have to be mindful, guys, of the things that we share on the internet, of the things that we say. Yes, we do have a lot of American people who are fighting for many immigrants, not just the Haitian community, but immigrants in itself. But keep in mind that every country have a right to have its own rules, especially when it comes to their border policy. And the United States, you know, they're not gonna make exceptions because of what we have going on within our country.
Pour dire madame, moi, après, vous te fait route avec madame, mon petit, tout ça?
Non, moi, avec ma Chili. Chili, moi, petit, moi.
Mais petit là.
Oh, monsieur Chili. Et monsieur, t'as volé là. C'est ça que je vais descendre. Monsieur, il est là pour moi, la volé là.
Ça veut dire que vous même vous sauvé, vous même vous guidez,
vous me sauvé, vous connaissez. Nous avons cherché la vie meilleure. Nous avons la vie pas meilleure.
Mais pour qui ça sauvé guidez là?
Nous avons cherché la vie meilleure.
Mais il y a des vie meilleure pas sauvé, non quand là. Moi dis-moi ou pas être pour qui diarrhée, qui gagne toilette, qui gagne toute bagarre. C'est comme nous sommes femmes qui cassent les os là, et pour nous là.
Je veux dire, si on ne connaît pas mieux, qu'importe mon Chili connaît pas mieux en route là, viens dans le mieux. Qu'importe mon Chili connaît pas mieux.
Des vous sentez pas bien contrôlé mettre en route là.
Non, ça moun a dit en bas c'est pression. Ça moun a dit c'est pas vrai. On voit que là pas vrai. Non, des gens qu'on n'est pas senti et bien des bons moments pas ou même qu'on frère qui mourit en barrage là. Mon cher, exactement. Exactement. Vas-y.
Jamais se fait mourir dans mon enragé jamais.
Jamais se mourir, monsieur qui tue tête li parce que.
Comment
Parce
est-ce
que, dans barrage jamais comment on te fait. Et yo jeune comme dans mon ou pompe la machette. Non, yo pas jeune comme ou pompe la machette. Yo jeune comme dans mon la chou.
OK.
Et bien avant monsieur ba une petite femme qui dit petit femme te demande dit mon cher Jean la gueule là. Yo pas jeune comme dans mon ou pompe la machette, yo jeune comme c'est comme la mourir. Monsieur prend comme le mettre dans pot déodorant.
Non, qui ça?
Il était déodorant, il était boule là, il était quelqu'un boule yo. Il était les fruits comme la dedans. Donc on des fruits comme la dedans là et puis les nègres fin fouiller. Tu sais, monsieur madame ni avec trois autres partenaires. Nègres pas yo là dans mélange pas dans monsieur. Les nègres yo 8, yo dit 4 a fouiller, 4 camper l'autre bon. Yo 4 l'autre bon monsieur font petit mouvement et puis yo dit l'autre nègre yo là c'est tel non. A fouiller là quoi. Pas de fouiller monsieur. Et puis monsieur fait forme pour dire monsieur ben. Oh. Yon qui dit matalo. Le madame monsieur dit non, il dit madame, il va mis son cartouche dans la tête.
Ouais.
Non, pas de fin, monsieur beaucoup mourir, madame n'a tombé sous lit. Je t'ai pas pour noter tout pour arriver Panama. Et puis, on leur dit, depuis vous bougez là, vous tirez tout.
So, for many of the people, this is why I think I am a big advocate for immigrants. Because I know just how much they have risked to get to America, especially the immigrants who just took on to the Darien Desert, a place that's very, very dangerous in its natural habitat. And not only that, you have all of those coyotes, kidnappers, robbers, bad guys that are there to prey on them who are vulnerable while they're trying to cross. He is explaining in this interview that he lost a very close friend of his, and that close friend, he attempted to hide money because it's like you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. Because if they don't find money on you, that's a problem. And if they do find money on you, it's a problem. Sometimes, you know, our peoples, they are so much stronger than they credit themselves for, because I myself, I don't see putting myself through these kind of changes, so I commend those who do, you know? And it just shows you that you are in search of life. That is why it's imperative, once you get to your destination, for you to ask, be aware, get the right information. Once the friend ended up hiding his money in a roll of deodorant, and I'm assuming stuck it inside of himself. And I could only imagine that's got to hurt, but I don't know his lifestyle, don't know anything about him, so I don't know. And while it was there, up inside of him, the guys who's doing the search, the guys who's literally robbing them, saw that he was moving a little bit funny and had him researched again. And in the process, found out that he was hiding money. And one of them just up and say, kill him. And right in front of his family, he was killed. That's got to be traumatizing. We gotta know what we want and know that it's not going to be a quick thing to adjust anywhere you go. But my thing is, with all of this happening, they're so okay with going back on that route. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. That's somewhere I think, for me, I would have done everything in my power to never go back there again. again, that's my opinion. If I made it through that, they literally would have to put me out of the United States. And you're gonna put me on a plane and send me wherever you wanna send me, because me going back on that route will not be an option. I don't know how you can go through that and not think of that as a prison, but think of the United States as a prison. But that's my opinion. Once again, c'est opinion pas.
Monsieur Zmedi, monsieur te gen machine Chile, monsieur te kon kay an ba may pou nan to mamay pou. Et monsieur tap travail bon côté. Bon côté monsieur tap fait ko. Chaque temps changer ça mais.
Monsieur te gen kay ici Chile tout bagay.
Monsieur te kon ti kay an ba nan to mamay pou. Monsieur te kon ti kay là, on la vinn de pour 5 millions, monsieur te kon machine. Monsieur tap travail sur ta la gante côté foncer des petits kay. Ça foncer des petits kay qu'on va y là. SBD, bon, ou gen numéro nan l'écoute pas vrai.
Some of us within our community seem to be very materialistic. Gen pe nan nou kole sou. Mwen pa konen si se paske yo gon bagay konen moun kon di aux États-Unis. You know, when you grew up without nothing, so pretty much any little thing for you is a big deal. And I know that that's not with all Haitian people, because I grew up, I want to say, around some of the most humble, loving Haitian people. And my point of view of Haitian people today is completely different than the type of Haitian people that I grew up around. But I noticed this trend within our community that many of us are very, 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 very materialistic. Nou eme bagay materyel. O li gen machine, lale men kounya li gen machine, lale men kounya la achete kay. All of those things do not define who you are as a person. C'est pour nous comprendre et connaître que bagay sa yo pa by définition avec qui est-ce que ou yé comme yon moun. C'est pas yo même qui pral define ou même. Wap wè aux États-Unis, gen moun ki genye et puis yo vive New York et puis y a pran train. Gen moun Texas, wap wè yo genye, mais yo pas gen problème pour yo prendre bis pour yo rive downtown pour yo aller travail. Ça pas un bagay qui dérange yo. Pas quitter bagay matériel, fait nous faire mauvaise décision. Do not allow material things to cause us to make bad decisions. And stop thinking that the United States is a prison just because there is responsibility. There is bills. No, I can understand if you share that you are homesick. Naturally, yes, you will be homesick, because where you spent your childhood at, your young days, your youthful days, I get homesick because I can associate my childhood with Houston. So there is times when I'm thinking of my younger days, I do get homesick because I associate those times with the time I spent in Houston. So naturally, someone who left Haiti, you know, maybe 15, 20, they're gonna have that homesick back home. Every Haitian person who traveled out of Haiti at that age is expected. But having responsibility should not be what make America feel as a prison. Because this is what happens. I'm gonna give all credit to this creator, Anton, because he did a video on the situation that's happening with Haitian people. And I know that this video, a lot of Haitian people did not like this upload. But it reminded me why a lot of Americans think the way that they do, the way that we do things. So please share the live, guys. And this is pretty short, but I want to share that just to share with us, especially Haitian people, that it's not just us who's watching. You have the world watching. You have the world getting content translated. Be mindful of the things that we put into the atmosphere. The majority of Haitian people say that they are leaving Haiti because of the issues that's happening here in Haiti. How can we backdoor and say that America feels like a prison when many people many Haitians living in America today have an issue and they are seeking either asylum, either permanent status to flee the situation which is happening here in Haiti? Mes amis, chat mwen y a bay problem. Let me share this. And shout out to Anton Davis because I want to play a part of his upload speaking on the Haitian people situation.
In Haiti right now. CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois joins us from Cap Haitian with the exclusive reaction.
Here in Cap Haitian, the news of TPS ending and the hundreds of thousands of people returning back here spread very quickly. It seems to be the only thing people have been talking about. You are looking at the market area of downtown Cap Haitian from...
Look at that nonsense, bro. That looks insane. It looks... Look. I'm not one for trying to diss other people's cultures. That's not what we're doing here. What I am saying is we don't want that in America. There's a guy, and I'm going to do a couple review videos of it tomorrow. There's a guy that's over in like Paris, London, and different places, Rome, and all of that type of stuff. And they're showing the influx of illegal migrants that are taking over some of the most touristy spots. And they're smoking crack on the street. And they're getting angry over in Italy, and they're getting mad at people that are Italian that then come over and say that you can't do that, and they just absolutely destroying it. And they're turning places inside of
Internet issue again, guys. Hold on a second.
the country that they came
Thank
from.
you.
They take their ways and they come over here to the United States of America. They go to Italy, they go to London, they go to Rome, they go all these places that allow for them to come in there, or if they decide to sneak in there illegally, and then they turn it into their home. That is crazy, bro. It's insane. And they don't assimilate. They're not trying to be like us. They are trying to turn this place into what they know, because they're not even trying to learn the language. They're not trying to evolve. They're not trying to do none of that. It's insane, man.
This afternoon, the streets are packed with people trying to shop and go about their day. Already, moving through traffic was very difficult. The roads at times heavily congested. The people who live here say they've seen the population sharply increase because of people escaping gang violence in Port-au-Prince. Now, the thought of even more people coming here has one Haitian man very worried.
We gotta deal with that gang situation and humanitarian situation. All those people need food and stuff like that. We don't have that. We don't have health care, all of that. When are we gonna receive all those people?
So they don't even want their own people over there, and they expect it for us to want their people over here.
Okay, so I'm not gonna play too much of his upload, but I wanted to get to that part of his upload. What is it exactly that we want? Qui sa que nous-mêmes nous vle? On parti, ou gen moun Haiti qui a plaigné, qui a dit kon sa que même ou Haïtien pays a pas ka recevoir, nous gen trop problème, nous gen trop bagay ke pays a traversé, nous manquons l'hôpital, nous manquons tout problème. En Haiti, nous avons trop de problèmes, bagay yo trop, bagay yo en pile. In Haiti, we have all of these problems. They are this, they are that, they are that. And then to go back and talk about America feels like a prison. We need to figure out exactly what we want as Haitian migrants and be mindful of the things that we put out into the internet. A lot of the times when I get in front of the screen, I like speaking on things that I've experienced in my life. And I've been watching some viral videos about things which is taking place within America about the Haitian community. I just want to say, be very careful to our people. And I say that as someone who has experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly of the United States. And Haiti is serious. If you think living in America is a prison, wait till you experience possibly living in your own country, especially in certain areas in your country. There are many people who may not even care about living in the United States, but in the same token, you have a ton of people who are fighting and hoping for TPS to be renewed or for there to be a path to permanent residency so that the Haitian people can get a relief to be able to live in the United States. You know, when you're doing something good, the news do not travel fast. I use myself as an example. A lot of people say, Marie, I can't believe your channel is this, is that, because I stick to the positive side. But I guarantee you, maybe if I was doing things that I probably had no business doing, I probably would be a lot further because people entertain bad things. Bad things get you so much more attention, but it doesn't make it that all attention is good attention. You got to be mindful. And whether we like it or not, I think certain decisions is more against us, the Haitian people, than anyone else, especially those of you guys who are living in the United States and are looking for relief to be able to stay in the United States. We all, as a community, need to be mindful of the things that we do, of the things that we put out into the atmosphere. We need to stop having people believe that Haitian people are so violent and we're so this, we're so that. Because genuinely speaking, them white people, when they get in their boardroom, I'm sure that's what they say to themselves. Gen de bagay nap lage sou internet la e pou nou fè prekosyon. Paske si ou pa vle viv nan peyi moun, yo gen an pil moun ki soti Haiti, ki travesse yon tan ki difisil, ki vle pou moun yo gen pitié pou yo viv aux États-Unis. Ou pa vle pou moun yo pense que Haïtien c'est un peuple qui violent, un peuple qui ça, un peuple qui ceci. Parce que y a toujours mette dans tête yo, ben ou pral vin gâter pays. C'est ça que ou pral vin fait dans pays. Et dès que c'est ça nous pral vin fait dans pays, wap wè lè pile nan yo ensemble. Le dans des séries de bureaux, c'est même yo même qui après signer des séries de bagailles en face haïtien qui pas bon pour nous, qui masse parce que gen des bagailles que nous attendons de Haïti, c'est réalité liée. Et moi ka dire et moi partager tout le temps. Gen des réalités qui a passé en Haïti, gen nan nous gen petit, nous gen ti moun que bon Dieu te béni nous avec pour retirer au dans pays et ti temps ou fait ou pas dans pays ti moun yo pas habitué à mode de vie que Haïti offre. C'est ou même qui pour faire précaution. Faire précaution. Mr. Jean, thank you so much for tuning in. He might be taking interest on loans for car and long term. Mr. Jackson, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Hello, Marie and the Life in Haiti family. I pray that everyone is doing well, and I pray that you guys are doing well as well. G Favors, bonsoir bébé, bonsoir, comment yeah. Chantal says, hi Chantal, how are you? Most people think companies pay holiday pay to everyone. My guess is 30% or more do not get it if they don't work that day. And I think it's day before or day after, something like that. Do you know? No, I do not know that name you just mentioned. Generation Love say, Yah will encourage us to exit the corrupt system one way or another. Honorable citizens of Yah's coming kingdom must stop hiding between the government and the gangs. Gloria Sannon, Faithway Christian Outreach Ministry, Hi Marie, in LIH family. Hello, how's it going? How's it going, Mommy Gloria? How are you? My cats, guys, they're out of control. Generation Love says, why is there no dating app to connect those who desire permanent citizenships with citizens who desire to have a spouse, building trust and alliances between communities, contractual quid pro quo? I don't know, Generation Love. I don't know about that. Arlene, thank you for tuning in. How's it going? It's just within human nature. One person has to be on top and the leader making the hardest decisions. We kill one another for food resources. We would never better ourselves. Why is nobody pissed off at that? Because it's in the past. But I want to thank you guys so much. Especially those of you guys who tuned in and watched all the way to the end of the live. I know that living in America is not all that is what is made out to be. The reality is many Haitian people, because this channel is surrounded the Haitian community. So that is why I say Haitian, but it could be many foreigners. They were under the impression that once you get to America, you get to heaven on earth, and that in America, you just be relaxed. In my opinion, Americans are one of the hardest worked nations. And most Americans genuinely don't get to smell the coffee because for most of them, it is imperative that every day they go to work. Therefore, because the economy is different here, when a diaspora is able to leave the country and they look back and help, many of them think, Well, during heaven, because at my job, I get paid 100 a month, and my sister is sending me 100 every 2 weeks. So they associate you living it up. So it is a good thing that many of the people are getting to travel to see how life is in America, so that they can stop thinking that you guys that are in the diaspora community are just living it up and making free money. Before we end, I just want to remind you guys, we are looking for sponsors. We are in need of sponsors. My goal is to sponsor a minimum of 15 more kids on at the center. We're gonna have a full first grade class coming on, and our first grade class will be all new students. They are the foundation of the center, so I like for us to sponsor first graders. This year we were able to sponsor almost everyone in our first grade class except for one. We have 18 spots. We had 17 sponsored. I already have, I believe, three or four people on the list. Therefore, we're pushing for a minimum of 15. I've yet to get some new emails, guys. Please share it with family and friends about the sponsorship. We are in need of you guys' help. The work that I do here, the work that the organization do here, we are unable to do it without finances, guys. We talk about some of the changes we want to see, but we have to be able to have the finances to be able to pay the staff, to feed the kids once a day this coming year, 5 days a week, to provide material. There's daily operational needs. This summer, you're gonna see the guys working to be able to close the top area where we prepare it for 5th grade, and it will be ready for 6th grade. So my prayer is that this year we're able to save enough to bring on 6th grade so we can help our kids from the 5th grade balance to the 6th grade. We have goals, guys, but a lot of our plans, we will not be able to accomplish it without the proper finances. I've been transparent with you guys from day one, and that is something that I will not waver in doing. That is working hard for my country and working hard to make a difference. Everyone, they make it a joke to say, go back, make your country better. Go back and work for your country. Go back and make your country great. Look at their country. Look at this. And I'm one of them that I may have reactions. We may have all sorts of topics. But in the end, one thing I don't waver on doing 24 hours, 7 days a week is making a difference within my country, within my community. I know that in order for Haiti to be what I envision it being, it takes us, the Haitian people. Everyone will not be able to leave out of Haiti. If it was like that, I'm sure it wouldn't be anybody here. I wouldn't even have kids to enroll at the school, because everyone will find their way out of Haiti. But since it's not like that, guys, please share. Let's continue to make a difference through this channel. I will not be able to pay you back, but I guarantee you your payment, it will come back in tenfolds, and it will come from higher places than myself. So I expect to hear from you guys. Share it with family and friends. And someone asked, do you have to be in the United States? You could be anywhere in the world, guys. Let's say if you have Canadian funds, you will just convert it to US dollars, because when I say 175 a year, I mean that in 175 USD. I don't really operate with like pesos or other, so I'm not sure what the conversion would be, but you could be anywhere in the world and sponsor a child here in Haiti. Please email me. Maybe if you have a friend who knows my WhatsApp, get it from them. But email me and I'll definitely email you back and share more information with you. Maybe you'd like to sponsor a girl or a boy. Please share with me, guys, so that I can meet your criteria, okay? Miss Claude says, hello, Marie O.N. Sorry I'm late. You just on time. You can watch the replay. Thank you for tuning in. Some Haitians don't pay rent in Haiti. That's the problem. They're gonna learn. You gotta follow the rules. And you should do that as well, even within your own country. Miss Ann says, how do we get matched with a child? You can just create your own profile. When you contact me, you could say, I know I have some people that says, I would like to sponsor a child who they live with their mother and father and are struggling. That way that they know the child have more supervision and that we are making, because the objective too, guys, is for us to get results. We want to help. You guys work hard, and I'm about to go, but just to answer your question, you guys work hard for your money. And there's not too many great people that actually will sponsor a child or adopt a child way in a foreign country that they know nothing about. That in itself makes you rare and irreplaceable. When we make these investments, the objective for me from the beginning is to help push someone to go further that otherwise would not. We don't want to invest in kids, let's say, just because they have a sad story and, cannot pay for school, but once you put them in school, and then these kids, they continue to not meet the standards, and I am one, I've had to check myself on that because, over the years of you doing something, you learn so much. And when I have to call you guys who are sponsors and deliver this type of upsetting news, it's not good. I don't really feel good, because it is an investment that you guys make. Some people say, well, it's not much. But for me, if you donate $1, it is $1 million because you did not have to do that. So children need to know and understand, hey, this is the criteria, and I will give you a year, but some kids 2 or 3 years every year, and you think we're gonna continue with you. I am sorry, but we have a ton of kids in Haiti that would love, that are already passing kids that do not have the correct assistance. So you can create your own profile. I have some example, a single mother that they like to help. I have some that says a single mother with siblings. They take, either 2 brothers or a brother and a sister from the same family, because sometimes it can be jealousy when, the child see the brother going to school and the sister is not, yada yada, like that. So you can create your own profile, guys, as far as what and who you'd like to help. Surrounding who we have available as well. Claudie Pierce, thank you so much for the $10 Canadian super chat. Thank you so much. Wap fait un bel travail from Montreal. Thank you so, so much. All the way from Canada. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Moi remercie en pile, Claudie. Merci en pile. Sotigis Canada. Miss Claude says, thanks for your generous contribution. Thank you so much. Et moun Canada mieux, partager live là parce que nous même tout, nous ka aider, nous ka sponsor un petit moun. Pays nous c'est pour nous lier. Gen un pile bon travail qui resté en Haïti parce que le travail yo pas joindre support. Moi pas dit pour nous rester côté moun pas fait travail yo ou bien yo a fait gros négligence mais on pas oublier c'est nous-mêmes qui pour construire pays nous et you know gros bagay si nous pas vle pour nous continuer à peupler des séries de jeunesse dans le pays qui premier bagay yo ouais pour yo faire c'est pour yo porter un âme c'est pour nous bailler éducation une gros priorité parce que un pile ti moun échoué en dans pays d'Haïti parce que yo pas joindre support yo pas joindre moun qui pour aider yo qui pour encourager yo ti moun yo lage et yo lage net nous pas gen aucun moun qui voyager sou yo et m'a dit yo gen un pile gros organisation qui te dans pays yo courir les bagay yo rive difficile. Yo même qui gen kob la, yo pas camper pour yo faire travail là dans pays selon que yo paie pour n'importe Jean bagay yo ye et nous même haïtiens qui pour commencer construire une relation côté nous mettre confiance dans communauté nous et pendant m'a dit ça moi a dit pour même monde qui dans secteur éducation pour yo faire bagay yo bien pour que ka gen une confiance en ou même et diaspora parce que vraiment ou met dissolve les changement travail là li pas ka fait sans que ou pas gagner bon fond pour les fêtes c'est pour acheter livre c'est pour bay ti moun yo manger c'est pour bay uniforme soldat parle dans guerre sans bon matériel c'est non gain à voyer ti moun yo parce que n'a préparé pour demain si Dieu veut pour yo gen un bon avenir pour yo capable représenter pays nous pas juste vle préparer ti moun pour simplement acheter mallette à voyager mais n'a préparer ti moun sa yo pour yo gen un amour pour yo gen bon mémoire de pays pour demain si Dieu veut ti moun sa yo ka bay pays a un bon bagay pour yo bon bay pays a un bon bagay. Does every house in Haiti have an address to receive mail bills? Yes. The addresses in Haiti are not US-like, but homes in Haiti does have an address, and people in Haiti, they know how to get around and find that address. Yes. I'm looking for a peaceful place to visit in Haiti. Where can I go? Head to the north of Haiti. Go and visit Cap Haitian. Cap Haitian will be a very, very good place, in my opinion. Yosimi, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Thank you for your support of Life in Haiti. As I always share with you guys, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another. Don't go to sleep upset. Tell somebody you love them. And for those of you guys all over the world, especially within the Haitian community, be mindful of the message we're sending out to the rest of the world. It can also work against us. Some things we take for a joke. It's not a joke in the right place. It's not a laughing matter for the people that are making decisions for or against us, okay? Thank you guys so much. Love you all until next time. and have a blessed Monday.